with that unit over the last 2 or 3 seasons. What do they have to do, do you think, to get past that fortress, the record that's staring at them?
The good thing is they're playing the first game against CSK, because if you look back at the record, it's not certainly something that you want to think about as an RCB fan. So RCB will be thinking that, okay, this is the first game. They have a new captain, so that will certainly change the dynamics on the field. We know how good MSD is as captain. So yes, that's something that RCB will be looking at. They've made a few changes at the auction, so they'll be hoping that the newcomers will certainly contribute with the bat.
Yeah, just a reminder that RCB has only won once at the Chepauk Stadium, and that is back in 2008. And there is a lot to look forward to, therefore, from this clash. But it's also prediction time right here on Jio Cinema.
Hona hi chahiye predictions, brought to you by Dalmia Cement.
It is prediction time, guys. RCB at the yellowest den on the planet. But let's look forward, guys. Let's look forward to the end of the tournament. Who's the top 4 for each of you? Let's start with you, AB. Do you know what your top 4 feels like just yet?
Absolutely. I think the 2 teams playing tonight will be in the knockouts, RCB and CSK. Then I feel DC with Ricky Ponting's frustration last season, having a good team, but not just coming through. I think they're going to have a good season.
Rishabh Pant back as well.
Rishabh Pant's back. There's a lot of inspiration there. And last but not least, Mumbai Indians.
That's a good looking top 4 for AB de Villiers. Chris, draped in red. I can probably guess one side that's featuring in your top 4, but give us your mix.
Absolutely. RCB for sure. I have Mumbai Indians, KKR, and RR for sure in the top 4. Subject to change midway.
we'll give them all maybe 1 week or 1 change somewhere down the line, as we often do, like to mix it up on the Insiders. Anil
RR,
yep.
I think they have a very balanced team. KKR to me, because I feel with Shreyas coming back and their middle order, I think is really strong. Andre Russell also thinking of the World Cup, so that's a good sign for KKR. I feel certainly, MI with the balance that they have brought in with Hardik, and RCB. I feel RCB's bowling is the weak link, but I feel that at Chinnaswamy Stadium they'll come through with their batting lineup.
Yeah, that's a mighty-looking top 4 for Anil Kumble as well. Robs, we'll give you the last word on your predictions. Where do you see the top 4 churning out at the end of this league phase?
Well, obviously, I think CSK and RCB, these 2 teams, I think, will find themselves in the top 4. Besides them, for me, I feel have a funny feeling about Mumbai Indians and RR, I think, are the usual suspects across the board. I think they were, like Anil said, very balanced side. I have a funny feeling about RCB this year, though. And it could be good news, I don't know.
Yeah, it is going to be a really good season. And I guess this is just day 1. We're just getting started, so let's get a look at everyone else's predictions as well. We've got Binger and Scotty, who aren't in the studio at the moment, but they've got RCB, DC, CSK, and Sunrisers gets a mention from Brett Lee. And then you've got Scotty Styris saying RR, GT, LSG, and CSK. So a bit of a different range from both those men, but it all starts here. MSD on one side, you've got Virat Kohli on the other, and it is at the Chepauk, which really has been a fortress for CSK. But for Virat Kohli, we know that there's still that big question mark. When will it come? Will it come this season? The elusive Tata IPL trophy. And this is what he had to say.
I'm always going to be here, try to be part of that group that wins it for the first time. So I'll try my absolute best with my abilities, with my experience, to be able to do that for the fans, for the franchise. And yeah, it's kind of a dream of mine as well over so many years to know what it feels like to win the IPL. So hopefully this year.
Yeah, he's going to be back in action, and I guess that's what's got everyone talking, AB. Watching this man come back. He obviously took some personal time away during the recent Test series versus England, and India obviously dominated that one. But it's kind of made the wait even sweeter for all the fans at Bengaluru. How do you see this season panning out for Virat, for the entire side? Because he has been in tremendous touch too.
Yeah, it's been painful. We've missed him. 2 months with no Virat Kohli in the cricketing world is not easy. But I think it was a much needed break for him. He plays his best cricket when he's fresh, when he's inspired, motivated. We know that he's got a lion's heart, and that's when he plays his best cricket, when that comes through on the pitch. And look at him, he looks light on his feet, he looks refreshed, ready to go. And as he said there in that interview, he wants nothing more than that for RCB than to win this tournament. And I think he's going to go out there and do it this season.
Yeah, and Chris, he looks hungry, doesn't he? He's talked about it a lot. He's come into this season looking for runs. And obviously, again, we talk about it, the monkey on the back of every RCB fan, for every player as well, getting that elusive title. But he'll have to score a truckload of runs too.
Yeah, I totally agree with AB. Sometimes we as cricketers, when we take that long break, it's actually good for us as well. And we come back fresh. The mindset is very, very fresh as well. And, like AB said, he's light on his feet. He's going to be hungry. We have the World Cup coming up as well. So you actually want to prove a point. There's been a lot of speculation and talks about, World